Oh, there we go. I was muted this whole time. That's embarrassing. Well, I don't think anybody was watching. That's fine. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Let me try. Okay, yeah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Let me think. All right, cool. Here we go. Now let me look at everything real quick. Not taking that much of the CPU. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm probably overloading my PC right now. At 100%, 100%. Oh, not really. If anything's taking up most of my memory, it's my browser. That's good. Alrighty. Hmm. This was a bad idea. Anyway. Let me sketch this thing out. Oh, let me get the my controller wasn't set up. I think I'll go until 8. Yeah, I'll go until up until 8. No, I will not update. Here you go. What was a very chill game soundtrack that I can play in a background? Because video games seem to be royalty free for some reason. I gotta think about what are some games I've been playing recently. All right, I'll chill. Play God Eater. I'll play some God Eater OST or something. That's a game I've been playing for a while. It's freaking sure, whatever. I'll bite. Not my biggest cup of tea, but I also have no problem with it. Let's see. What is the gauge of a background music? I don't want it to be equal. Okay, yeah, I think this is fine. Something in the background, something light. What was I doing? All right, drawing. The whole purpose of the stream. Got my controller ready. Got it set to Clip Studio. Now it's time to draw out the rest of this chapter. Oh yeah, I need the thumbnails. looked like okay, here we go. Oh wow, this is gonna be it's gonna be like that, huh? All right, I'll bite. It's gonna be a pain to zoom in and zoom out because I'm doing the dumbest thing ever and I'm impatient. I'm I dislike. Sometimes I dislike how impulsive I am, but we'll keep going until I crash or something, or the video stops rendering, whichever comes first. Okay, I was wondering what the heck was going on with this pencil design. It seemed, yeah, this is too rough. Oh, that's why. It's monochrome. Yeah, so anyway. He looks at his phone. It's his friend T. Got any questions? Feel free to ask them. I was like, why not do it now? You know. Uh oh, something's not right. Okay. My PC is internally screaming right now, I'm sure. Okay. Oh, wait, he doesn't have those eyes. He has. He has like the Goku eyes. No, he's not remorseful. I think he'd be like, what does he want? He doesn't feel anything. He's just like, whatever. And with tired bags under his eyes. And there's like a tap. What's with the second thing? I'll copy it. Who cares? Copy, paste. Just migrate it over here. Oh, does he like... He just denied. Denied. Okay, yeah, I think that's what happened. Okay. Bzzz. Okay, that's pretty funny. Spoons. Yo, what's up, Loki? I think this should be a little bit easy. Forks. I agree. Let's see. What does it look like to be on a rooftop? I need a reference to steal. So what's good with you, Loki? Can people even hear me? Okay, cool. Yeah, you can. Cool. just checking. I need to steal an image as reference. As a reference. I need to go on Google. Google has all the best references. Is the thing almost done? Jeez, almost 2 hours for one 50-minute video. This is insane. Yes, we can. Just downloading Outsiders because it's bad and I want to review it. Outriders. Okay, Outriders. Sounds... What the heck is Outriders? Oh. This looks like freaking... Destiny meets... What? Freaking... What's that game that never released? That's always in constant beta. That's like an MMO. And it's about like cyborg ninjas or whatever. I forget. I don't know. I never played it. Oh yeah, I was looking at like freaking skyscraper rooftops. Oh, that looks cool. That looks cool. This looks cool. Oh, that looks nice. Oh man, stealing is cool. Let's see. Outriders is a looter shooter that made me want to eat a bullet because of the acting and dialogue. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I absolutely know what you're talking about. Because I was playing this one game called Cow. I think it was like I think it was Australian or something. Um, and like the game, the dialogue and the voice acting was just terrible, and that automatically made me not care about what's going on at all. I don't know. There's something about like if you don't get the dialogue or the voice acting right, like it's hard to care. It's very very hard to care. Yeah. There we go. Oh shoot! I clicked the wrong button. Maybe this is it. Hey guys, have you heard of stealing? Um, I will reference this. When I mean reference, I mean mostly steal this. I don't want there to be rails here, but I like the background. The background's cool. That can stay. I want a zoom out shot like this. I'm like, how big would the main character be? Ah, shucks. I did the wrong thing. Here we go. I think he would be like right here, maybe like a stick figure man. And like everything else would just be the art of the background. This will essentially be it. Oh shoot, I was muted this whole time. Why was I muted this whole time? Ugh. This whole thing is a pain. I was asking. Wait. I think I accidentally pressed M, and that's why I was muted. Well, I gotta make sure. Wait. Are any of my things set to M? Is M set to anything? Oh. Okay. M is the M is the lasso tool. M is the lasso tool. That's crazy. I need to change that. What's L? Oh, it's a light table. I'm never gonna use that. Or I can just change like the hotkey. Let me change the hotkey from this thing to L. I can't believe I went muted this whole time. That's lame. I'm gonna go to hotkeys. Actually, since I'm not podcasting anymore, I can turn that hotkey off. Yeah. Alright, that hotkey is off. Or I could have changed it to like a different hotkey. You live and learn. You hold on to the edge of tomorrow. This is why we start. This is why we practice. Okay, what's next? Pshaw. Alright. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Now let's see, where am I doing? Oh yeah. I gotta set up the next page. What is this? It looks like it's cancel page. It's 40 page. Ah, shoot. Yo, what's going on, Hollow Onion? Welcome to the stream. It's all camouflaged. The speed lines and the comic like camouflage patterns. It's 40 pages. Okay. What do you mean? Can you explain that a little bit more? $40 is not a bad starting point for a comic. 40 pages is like more or less the standard, right? Well, there, I guess, depending on who you are, there may or may not be a standard. It's however you want, depending on what you're trying to go for. I guess IG, as people say. Like, I'm looking at the thumbnails my friend sent me. And it's a dialogue heavy segment. And I'm seeing a lot of panels. Oh, can you hear me? I know I had... Okay, yeah, cool. The thing is good. Am I coming through clear? Hello. Taking a swig of water. Okay. That's just how it is. Let me open up the, let me open up the manuscript to see what I'm working with. Looking at the thumbnail, looking back at the thumbnail, let me go on, where is he? And my PDF reader is frozen, okay. Okay. Eric, huh? Dang. It's hard to explain. It was inspired by seeing speed lines in a comic and anime that were green and it looked like camouflage patterns. What are you gonna do with that comic? Like, is that a... That doesn't, is that a story or a theme? Instead of using lines, the lines are stretched out blob. The blobs that make up camouflage patterns. Okay. So what is your, why is your story so hard to explain? If it's hard to, like, I think if it's something that's hard to explain, you probably don't understand it. That's one thing I picked up. Because there's always a way to explain something that's kind of difficult. Or before I talk to somebody about an idea, I always try to, like, explain it into, like, the simplest terms. Let's see, Greg voicemail. And if you don't understand your story, that's understandable since it's a new thing. Pinkman. I'm trying to find where I was with the thing. I'm trying to find keywords that was used. I think scrap is around. Is a use word that we... Crap. Here we go. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, here you go. Did you need something? Look. Okay, yeah, here we go. I'm just checking it out, man. Yeah, okay, cool. Let's see. I'm looking through the okay, here we go. So what do you want? Still beat. Oh, okay, there we go. That's a beat. And then there's like a back and forth. Alright. Alright, Eric Haynes will call. He looks... Dies. Okay, cool. Here we go. I think what I can do here... Ah, man, that's not a good idea. I'm talking about... Oh, I had an idea that I had. About, like, the, how I'm gonna lay this thing out. And instinctually, I kind of want the bleed, but I know it's gonna be cut off, and it's not gonna look as pretty. So I'm going to instinctually at least try to line out this gutter. But since this panel is a beat right here, I can have the drawing or the illustration right here. I want to have it look like, I want to make this a pretty long beat so you can see him. Good point. The story is easy. It's just about a camouflage themed hero that is abusive. The story follows a negative character arc. The speed line part is just a visual motif I was explaining. Okay. That, to me, is more interesting than like the motifs you use. Usually. I think when like I think what draws somebody to a story is different, but to me I'm more of an ideas guy. Like what is the big picture? If someone can't explain to me the big picture, then that conveys to me that they don't know what they're talking about. They don't know like what they're trying to talk about or pitch. Even though it might be like the best thing in the world. But oh, cool! The video finally rendered. I can probably have less problems. I can probably not stress about my PC dying in blue screening. Epic. And that also means that I can draw faster, hopefully. Yeah, so what are some inspirations for the story? Yeah, for me, the motif came first. I'm on my third draft. How many drafts do you do? For me, I don't start anything until I have my themes down. I know, like, I heard from different people that you just start first and then your themes might come to you. And because a lot of people, turns out, they don't know what their themes are when they start. But for me, I'm a bit, like I said, I'm a pretty big themes guy. So usually I don't. Usually when I finish my first draft, it's done. I know a lot of people say, don't do that, don't do that. There's always some room for improvement. But the thing is, if you're just working by yourself and you have a small network of people, and that small network of people are not willing to invest their time into like reading your stuff, then you kind of have to like say this is good enough, and then I just build upon it as I create the comic, because I guess in that part I do around maybe 3 drafts, but the drafts, I will call them, I will put drafts in quotations, because the writing portion is like the first draft and a half. The second portion is like when I thumbnail. And when I start thumbnailing everything, I just see if like all the words fit. And if they don't fit, then I just adjust accordingly. So I would say that would be my second draft. And my third draft is finalization and seeing if if I missed out on anything, or if I want to add something in the dialogue sense, or I just like make up something on the fly that I didn't think of in the scripting portion. I would just call that my third draft. But with this flow that I got going on, I essentially have like 3 drafts, quote, like, I guess you would say. But it's like that Wallace and Gromit. It's like that Wallace and Gromit gift where like the dog. I'm sorry, I'm a fake Wallace and Gromit fan, but it's like that dog that's laying down the train tracks as he's going forward. That's basically me. So I just try to have like the biggest ideas first, and I don't stress about I don't stress about the small stuff, because as long as I have the big stuff, the small stuff will fall in line. Uh, yeah, I relate. I have small networks of artists, friends, but I don't trust them. I only trust showing them the final draft. The group is too competitive. Yeah, that's kind of a thing. That's one of the things I kind of don't like being in artist groups, honestly, because the competition is very like everybody really wants to one up each other, and that's really great. But at the same time, everybody is trying to do their own thing, and not everybody knows how to get there. So like if you have like a group of people that's like very into story, or that they don't draw, or like if you have like a network of people that like is adjacent to what you're interested in, then I would say like I would show it to them. But like when it comes to like having groups, I'm the farthest. I think it's just because of my personality, I guess. When I like usually with when it comes to like group settings, I don't when I don't feel like I'm needed, I just don't. I'm just not a part of it. But that's just me. I want to draw him like slouched over, and I think in order to do that, I want to have the back of his hand here. Where do you find your network of people, of artists? Oh, adjacent. That's a good idea. Yeah. The one thing that I've learned from like hours upon hours of just looking at like business and marketing stuff is always go where there's like a blue ocean, I would say. And like a lot of people don't know like the blue ocean strategy, where like for an example, your group of artists is a and if you want to sell something, I guess, and you're surrounded by a lot of artists, you're surrounding yourself by a competition. Every artist wants to sell their art, and every artist wants to be seen. But the problem is being seen by other artists. That's not your demographic. You're not making things for artists. On Discord, we all are on Instagram, and we find each other's Discord groups. Oh, cool. I have my own Discord group, but I just don't have a big network. I don't know how to network with people. And I just do stuff by myself for a while. But it's like I said before, I'm more of a lone wolf, and that's not. And I think that just stunted my capability of networking with people for a while. Also, when I notice when I'm in groups, I tend to cause trouble when I get too comfortable. So, I just think it's personal for me. Personally, I just don't be in groups. It's just I can I guess it's my personality. I usually start something with the head of the group, or somebody in a higher chain of command than I am, or it's usually like a situation where it's just me versus the server on like one topic or another. Let me think. But yeah, like what okay, so I would say with your comic, are you trying to say something with your comic? Cuz it's like it's a downward spiral type business that I'm getting, the vibe that I'm getting. Like what are you trying to say with that? I forgot. Okay. Okay, his phone is right here. I was like, I forgot what hand he was holding his phone in. Okay, so this is the beat. I can't believe I'm. Well, no, I already reused the panel from the last page. That doesn't sound like a good idea. That doesn't sound like repeating three panels back, not like back to back three times, but like just bringing it up. I guess drawing a new panel is good enough. Let's see. So it's like a because like usually when it comes to like I said earlier before, when it comes to like stories that has like a downward trajectory, it it feels like you're telling a precautionary tale. Like don't let revenge uh take you, or it all started with one. It all started with compromise type deal. I actually no. I feel like I did. This is me thinking out loud, but I would love more stories that talks about the dangers of compromise. Oh yeah, okay. It's about how I used to really be depressed, and in realizing my depression won't solve my problems. Uh-oh, I dropped my stylus. Anyway, so my problems, and my depression probably won't destroy me, just slowly. Just make me more weak and make me retreat back to the background, hence the camouflage theme. Okay. Oh, so his superpower is kind of like his crutch. His power, so his power is essentially his weakness. That's what it sounds like. That sounds like an interesting inversion of a superhero, a superhero story. But I don't know if I'm correct in my assertion. It's your story after all. Let's see. Yeah, this is fine. I'm back in the background thing. Okay. I do like that idea. That's pretty dope. Actually, I know what I can do with this. I know what I can do with this. 180, flip it. How many pages you got for yours so far? Weren't you working on yours every day, right? That was yours. Yeah, I am working on I am working on my comic every day. But this is my fourth one. Uh, just Reaper. Well, I'm working on it with my with the co-writer Matt Fennell. This one's Just Reaper is about a young Grim Reaper trying to keep hell off Earth, and this is part of the process that I got going on. I let's see what I don't know how many pages this one is going to be yet because we're just taking it chapter by chapter. Um, right now, I think this is still this is still chapter two. And chapter 2 so far has, I'm looking, 30 pages. Chapter 1 was like 17, 18. Chapter 2 is 30. Don't know how long chapter 3 is gonna be, because I think I'm gonna take the mantle in thumbnailing chapter 3. And we'll see where we're gonna go with that one. But since I'm trying to describe like my process right now, because right now I'm doing the line art for my first comic, Just a Reaper, not Just a Reaper, for my first comic, Purgatory Academy. Because earlier today I was working on it. Let me see. Yeah, if you saw my post, I was working on this one. This is Purgatory Academy. Like I did these two pages. Well, I'm working on these 2 pages right now. And my process, it goes by, well, first thumbnailing, which the thumbnails are already out the way. Then I do the sketches. I sketch the entire chapter out. Then the line art. Then lettering. And after lettering, After lettering, I do the toning. After lettering, I do the backgrounds, then toning, and then it's done. So it's like a 4-step process. So I jump everything through rotation. I work on everything through rotation, chapter by chapter. But after I'm done with one segment, which is like around 6 to 10 pages, I go on to the next series. But while I'm working on Purgatory Academy right now, I want to sketch out the rest of the chapter for Just a Reaper. Right, I am more familiar with Purgatory Academy. Okay. Nice. I hope one day that I'll be able to make enough money, like I don't know, Eric July money, so I can hire more people. So like these stories will be more on a rotation and be done faster, probably in a scheduled manner. But right now it's just me and the help of my co-creator, Matt Fennell. And I'm slowly getting more and more of a handle of on a marketing online, to the point where I am making an online course, but that's taking a while. That's taking longer than I thought. It's I think it would have been done faster if I just like recorded myself, like with a camera, and just have that be. But weird circumstances, and I'm just doing what I'm doing right now. Providing a voiceover for everything. And I think providing a slideshow is probably more difficult than it needs to be, but hey. Oh wait, that's not what his hoodie. Well, his hoodie might look like that. Oh yeah, this is cool. And then like in the background, it'd be like the cityscape right here. Oh no, this will be like, yeah, this would be cool. the city is right here, or like another building's like close over here. Another building's like far away, but it's like right over there. Like another building's like, bam. And like everything around here is this is just gonna be like a back and forth dialogue with him talking to his phone, with Eric talking to his phone. Oh yeah, so let's see. Purgatory Academy, the first chapter. I gotta look back at like how many pages the first chapter is. I think it's 24. I think I settled on 24 pages for the first chapter for the third book. The first chapter for the third book. Yeah, 24. And the story behind like creating the writing, I wrote the entire manuscript. I think the second book is going to be like 10 chapters, around 20 page each. So I'm expecting it to be like around a full 200-ish, more than 200 pages when that volume is done. And the funny thing with that is working on it chapter by chapter was pretty cool because I usually go to Matt for like to look over the dialogue. And I remember the first time I was like writing out the first draft of chapter 1, he told me that my writing was super stiff. And I was like, "What do you mean? What do you mean?" And I was like, I think he told me that at first the characters spoke at each other, not with each other. And I was like trying to figure out like what does he mean by that? So I remember I was like looking at every time I was watching TV, I was paying attention to like how dialogue worked. And one thing that I noticed was I was counting how many questions there were, like how many questions was in between every statement or every sentence. And I was like, whoa, okay. And usually like people in like a dialogue, I counted usually if people are having a back and forth and not a single question is asked more than like 5 sentences, I feel like that's where it feels like they're talking at each other. Oh, I forgot how I found you, but I just remembered. It was from the Adult Swim pitching thing. That was awesome. Yeah, yeah. It's so funny. Yeah. that $300 that I used, that I won from the pitching thing, it went directly to my paying for college, and I ended up dropping out anyway. So I'm upset. It was like paying for classes for college, and I just ended up dropping out. Still, that $300 could have been used for something better, honestly. But live and learn, I guess. Oh yeah, and I also uploaded that memory on my channel. I don't know if you looked through my YouTube channel, but it's in the playlist of talking media with friends. But that moment is very important to my journey in learning how to pitch. I think it was like one of the most important I think that's like one of the most important experiences that I've had. Especially from like spending years and years, not years, years and years, like 2 years, like making Purgatory Academy and like putting it up on Webtoons and like not really getting that much recognition for a while until I did get recognition, and that recognition wasn't what I thought it was going to be. And then I was like kind of disillusioned for a while. But yeah, that was a pretty big morale boost for me at that time. Sometimes I like to go back and like see all the mean comments on there because it's funny to me. I think I'll always remember like one guy just roasting me because I don't take care of my hair. And I was like, true. Yeah, it's dead now. I will never forget, like, in that stream, they said that I could come back on and pitch another thing. And that was like the second or third to last pitch they've ever did. And I don't know. I guess that's destiny, I guess. It is what it is. I guess it was never meant to be. Guess it was never meant to be. But hey, you just gotta keep moving forward, am I right? Like I would've I feel like if they did it again, I would crush it. I feel like I would probably crush it. Cause like ever since then, I've just been like at my flea market and farmers market, and I've just been selling my books physically through there. And the way that I sell it, I pitch it to every single person. And it's so crazy. But I like one thing that I did learn is that I hate elevator pitches. Like, oh man, it's this meets this cuz it's complete. I'm not going to say like I'm not going to trash marketing like not marketing, but corporate speak because that is the name of the game, but it is not effective. But maybe it's just my fault for making something that's so what they call it? They have a term for low. I think it's like low concept. Yeah, it's my fault for like making some trying to pitch something as low concept as a Purgatory Academy. But hey, live and learn. I guess I'd also, in the meantime, I really wanted to make something other than Purgatory Academy because of how low concept it was. I don't know. I get and the next thing that I made, I didn't think it was much better. I don't know. I just like making low concept stuff. Like stuff that I guess it's like the best thing about like the indie space though. Like if you can find a way to like market something and like make a profit off of it, like it works. You don't need to have like bit oodles and oodles of is oodles really even a word, but you don't need like a big following to make something work out. You just gotta find a way how to make it profitable, and you got it, got it. Let's see. One, two, three, end. I'm looking back at the thing. I like how you're I like low concept too. Keep it up, man. You're killing it. Gotta go. Thanks for coming out, Hollow Onion. Thanks for telling me the story. I appreciate it. So insane. It is insane. Yeah, I should probably just friggin' change up my Reddit. But nobody really goes on my Twitch at all. Twitch is dead. To me. Twitch is dead to me. Yeah, but this is a pretty cool time. The bone over here, and then the squishy, fleshy thing over here. We killing it. We killing it. Mm. Da, da. Okay. This is the ear. Doing ears. Cheers for fears. Okay, so that's an interesting prospect. An interesting thing that happened. This is probably a bad idea because I'm freaking gonna be playing God Eater soon. I know it. I feel it in my bones. Oh, it's the end. Oh, it's the end. It's the end of the soundtrack, I guess. uh, there was a game. There was a game that I liked. The Surge. If that has a soundtrack. Oh no, they got some licensed songs. I remember. Shoot, that's crazy, man. It's all these games with their licensed soundtracks. Let's go. Let's go with the. Let's go with the Cyberpunk OST. One of many. Anything about you, girl. Wanna know your name. I wanna know your name. Everything about you, girl. Wanna know your name. Mm. No, everything about you, girl. All right. Let's see how I can get this. I wonder. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I left a like button. That's nice. Should at least be me or something. What am I doing now? Oh yeah, looking at the thumbnail. I wanna know your name. I wanna know everything about you, girl. I wanna know your name. Baby, you can rock my world. I wonder how I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's good. I think that's cool. That's epic. Yeah. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Holding this controller while charging is burning up my fingertips. And I don't like that. It's just not cool. Personally. What you talking about, man? Agua. Hey. Talking agua. I like this. Chilling. All right. Yeah, this is a pretty good page. uh, wait a second. Let me take this. Uh-oh, wrong layer. There we go. That's epic. Hmm. I think I can use this though. Yeah, I can use it. I can use it. I'm brainstorming right now. So let me just copy this. No, I don't want to cut. Let's see if it's still there. Come on. Yeah. That's awesome. Nah, that's fine. Never mind. What's the hotkey for this redo? Oh. Oh well. I like this. I like this anyway. This is fine. This gets saved. Yeah. What am I doing? Okay. Looking back. Okay, so next will be panel. Save as. $42. Okay, let me check on restream. All right, cool. Let's see if I can do this one more page, and then I'll just chill out. think. I'm trying to think right now. I want a cool thing where I want a 3. I want him to be angry, show him standing in a pitching position. And just pitching his... and just pitching it to the sky, to the horizon. Okay, dun 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 dun. Oh, my back. I gotta check that. Not slouch all the time. It's like pitching. He has like his phone in his hand. Dang, okay. This is literally pitching his phone. I don't know where the footing is supposed to be. I want it to be a little bit more arched, a little bit more tension. Yeah, follow the line of action. Let me just make him smaller. He's on the edge. Don't jump. Maybe comic is too long. Maybe it's like an overhand, like. I'll have to grid it real quick. And then the skyline. It's like right here. Yep, this is it. So 1, 2. Alright, that's cool. Page 42 is done. It's exactly what I wanted. But anyway. Oh, that's funny.